Uncorked Atlanta here at Pullman Yards, sponsored by Atlanta Sports and Social Club. Now, you can get all you can drink wine right over there, but if you want to do something something special, you can come to the Maggiano's tent and do a little bit of tasting. Now, what you might not know is that Maggiano's has a pretty well curated wine program, and I'm here with Matt, Adam, and Nick. You guys can introduce yourselves a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. Nick Dolby, area manager with RNDC. So I take care of a couple of the Maggiano's restaurants with regards to distribution. Great partner, so really enjoyed being part of this event.
Matt Delano, area director for Maggiano's. We cover all the Atlanta restaurants and a few others on the East Coast. And wines are passion at Maggiano's. Each year we send our GMs and ECs to Italy to actually go and tour Ruffino. So we have a great partnership with them. We're one of the largest purchasers of Ruffino in America. So they fly us out there. We get to really go through the fields, get all the GMs and ECs passionate learning about wine, and we love wine. Taste any of our wines by the glass at any time by using the Corbin system. So we have a huge wine menu, and we do food and wine that you love.
I'm Adam Williams. I'm the executive chef for Maggiano's, and today we did a guided wine tasting with some sensory pairings. So we did some aromatic pairings for the bouquet of the wine, as well as some food pairings for our wines. All wines that are on Maggiano's wine list and provided to us by RNDC.
Right. All right, we're here at Uncorked Atlanta, and we're going through the Maggiano's wine pairing today. We had 4 different wines. It was a whole sensory experience here. So the first one is a Ruffino Prosecco. Now, what's different about a Prosecco versus a Cava versus a Champagne?
So it's country-based,
okay,
but also the secondary fermentation.
Right.
So Cava, Champagne. Cava's going to come from Penedès in Spain, Champagne in France. Second fermentation goes in the bottle. Prosecco is sold on the tank method.
Right.
Large-scale production, but what that does with the pairing keeps it bright, keeps that citrus fruit in there, really gives it that nice fruit composition that pairs really, really well with what chef has combined with this.
Excellent. So first real tasting notes on here are just that. It's like it's pear and it's grapefruit. Like Champagne sometimes you get like bread or toast or something along those lines. Not so much here. Now this is paired really well with.
So what we did today was a little margarita tart, so some balsamic glazed sun-dried tomatoes and fresh mozzarella. And then for the aromatic pairing, we're doing peach, which is on the note of the Prosecco there.
Now what, these are little toothpicks coated in?
Essential oils. Wine Spectator has a nice kit out there for aromatics to go with a wine tasting like this.
So, excellent. So definitely get the peach on the nose here. Some nice light bright fruit, and now we're going to switch out for this delicious tart. Now one of the things they said is take a sip of the wine, take a bite of the food, and then go back to the wine. It's delicious. I mean, it's eggy, it's custardy, and the brightness of the wine really cuts through it. There's just enough citrus in here. It was absolutely lovely. All right, what do we have next?
So the next up is going to be the substance Chardonnay. We're going to pair that with a fresh chèvre, little goat cheese and a herb tart there.
All right, once again, I'm going to go with the wine first.
We have cloves as one of the items you should be able to pick out in that Chardonnay.
Now, Chardonnay, this is an oak Chardonnay, right?
Correct.
So, now an oak Chardonnay typically tends to be like really brown and rich and buttery, but this one's a lot lighter.
It depends also on if there's malolactic fermentation in there, where they're adding lactic acid to it that gives it almost that creamy richness to it. Not only that, with this being Washington State, a little higher north in the country, bright acid coming through, so that acid's really going to be able to pair well, cook through that cheese, and give a dynamic pairing to it.
The chef is really the star of this one. It's whipped, it's got a very light, bright texture, bright herbs, and then the Chardonnay that is not overly buttery, still maintains that citrus structure.
Yep.
It pairs great. This is an absolute. All right, we're going to continue our pairing here with the third wine. This is a Pinot Noir from Estancia. Now, talk a little bit about this wine.
Yeah, so Estancia, Monterey County, so it's got that proximity to the ocean there. The ocean provides a nice cooling breeze that really elongates the growing season, keeps the wine intact, keeps the grape intact, protects the acid. And once again, kind of similar to what we said about the Chardonnay and the previous pairing, this acid is key with the pairing with the candied bacon that Chef's going to tell you all about.
Oh, candied bacon. This is my favorite.
Sure. So first we have number 26. This is cherries. So cherry notes.
Essential oil right here on the toothpicks. Now, Pinot Noir is a pretty delicate grape.
Very.
Yeah.
Very finicky.
And you know, when you smell this, you can really smell the cherry. It's like a Washington kind of cherry. It's like that sweet cherry. Now, here's my absolute favorite bite of the day: the candied bacon. Now, what's on this bacon?
Black pepper, some nice sugar on there. We bake that in the oven. We finish it with some fresh local honey.
Oh, here we go. I'm a meat lover to begin with. Now here's the real key. While you've got the bacon in your mouth, you got that sweet notes, that peppery notes, then take a sip of the wine. It just dissolves that sugar, makes all that smoky, sweet, chewy texture come out. This was my favorite pairing of the day. Absolutely wonderful. All right, let's move on to the last one. Here we've got, well, you can tell me the Juggernaut.
Yeah, Juggernaut Hillside Cab, California. Everything here comes from mountainside fruit, so different aspects around California, bringing in stylistically different qualities of the Cabernet grape depending on the growing area, and as we mentioned, the aspect there. So this one's aged for 13 months in French oak, so you're going to get those nice baking spices that we'd previously encountered with cloves, but with the pairing, I'll let Chef do the talking here.
We'll talk about the pairing.
It's wonderful.
So a lot of notes on this one. The cloves work, the cherries work. We have anise for this one right here.
So anise is kind of like a black licorice kind of thing. Now with Cabernet, this is like going to be the biggest, heaviest of your wines. You're going to get a lot of tannin, which is basically like when you ferment the grapes, you leave it on the skins a little bit.
Yeah.
It's going to have those bitter components go great with the steak. Now, this is even if you don't like black licorice, you might like this. I love this in my chai, and this definitely pulls out some of the noses. But if you want to pull out that bitterness,
So we did dark chocolate. Nice bitter dark chocolate going with a big red Cabernet. It goes great for dessert.
now you mentioned this earlier, and I'm right there with you. I like a wine for dessert. Give me a liquid dessert any day, but a dark chocolate with a Cabernet really complements because you're bringing out both of those bitter components. Not anyone is either more sweet than the other. And there is still a little bit of residual cocoa sugar there, which brings out the fruitiness of the Cabernet Sauvignon. This is great. And but Juggernaut retails, it's only like mid-20s.
It's a great bottle of wine. It's a good value.
Really, this is not going to break the budget. So once again, thank you everybody for this. This was an absolutely fun time. Thank you Atlanta Sports and Social Club. This is an absolutely wonderful event. Come out, taste some wine, come to Maggiano's and get better wine than you think that you would get because they have quite a curation here. Where's some locations here in the Atlanta area?
So we're in Buckhead, and Perimeter, and Cumberland.
Excellent. Well, thank you all so much. See you guys next time. Like, follow, subscribe.